Hi, this is Roger. Thanks for dropping by. This is a very quick video, but it serves a purpose. Went through all my Cattleyas a while back in the rationalisation process and found one that I thought, you're so tatty and your blooms aren't that special, I'll chuck you out. And then blow me, before I got round to doing it, it pushed up a bud. Now, one bud on this Cattleya is not good. The spike should have 2 or 3 blooms, so it's, it's not a happy plant, but that's what it produced. Yeah, it's a tatty plant. It's not a happy plant. The leaves aren't good. This is the latest leaf. It's not. Oh no, actually, it's that little tiny leaf back there with the bloom on. But none of the leaves look good. They're all pale, and some of them are desiccated. And that's not the oldest pseudo bulb, so it's not a happy plant. It doesn't have a brilliant root system, but I thought I'd let it bloom. Now, that's not what the video's about. What the video's about is people panicking because they think they've got a virus. Well, the first thing is strange markings on your leaves, normally in the form of rings or stripes. Strange markings. That's your first sign. Your second and most noticeable sign that you're going to get, which unfortunately you have to wait for the blooms to get, is colour break. Now, colour break looks exactly like that, except on this bloom it's perfectly matched. So I'm trying not to get in my own shadow here because it's in the sun. There we go. Yeah? It's perfectly matched. Both of those petals are identical. That is not colour break. But it can look similar, but it'll be erratic. It'll just have different colours in different places with no form of regularity whatsoever. Random. That bloom is balanced. Yeah, the deep colour on the tip, tessellations down there, same on the lip, perfectly balanced, got this funny little kink there and there, wavy bit on the bottom. It's balanced. It's actually correct. Quite honestly, it's the best bloom it's ever produced. And it nearly went in the bin. It's probably still going to go in the bin. It's such a tatty looking plant. And it'll take a long time to be able to do anything with it. But I've just had a quick look and there's a dormant eye there and another one there. So this is one of those that's got the capability of shooting out in several places, but it never has. It's also got some scale down around the base here, as long as they stay down there. The trouble is, you see, if I cut the rhizome and perhaps get another growth back here, I've still got all these leaves for another 3 or 4 years before I can replace them. Even if I can get 2 new bulbs a year, before I can start removing leaves and old bulbs, I need to get some good replacements and a sizable plant. So I'll probably still end up getting rid of it. But I just thought I'd, when you've got a plant that doesn't look right, pale leaves, some strange marks, yeah, and you start worrying, yeah, well, don't go down the virus road until you're absolutely sure. The ultimate test would be the true virus test kit, but they're flipping expensive. You'd often pay more for the test kit than you did for the plant. But if it's really, really special to you and you need to know, well, that's your only recourse. But don't get fooled by colour break and thinking you've got a virus. The other time you'll get what looks like colour break is on a first time blooming on Cattleya types. You very rarely see it anywhere else. But on Cattleya types, the very first blooms can look a little disfigured and odd. Not quite balanced, not quite right. Yeah? The answer is to wait until the second blooming. And if it's still all wrong, then yes, you might have a virus. But you have to bear in mind, viruses are one of the rarest things you can get. Yeah? They're not all over the place. Some people think, I mean, there was a time when there was panics going on where, in some of the books they were saying that the chances are every private collection in the country has virus plants in it. Go careful who you buy from and all that sort of stuff. We've got no guarantee that you don't get virus plants from nurseries either. They import plants from places like Thailand, yeah, other places in the Far East. And like in the EU, some are coming in the back door, not even getting checked in a couple of countries, and then they're passed all round, So you can see how easily it could spread. We already have a human virus on the go at the moment that seems to be spreading, well, I won't say like wildfire, because it's not. And everybody goes into panic mode. There's more people have died from flu than there is from that flipping virus in the same period of time, I mean. So, some people go into panic mode for anything. Anyway, I just thought that made a nice example of what isn't colour break, what isn't a virus. It's just a manky plant that happens to have produced a rather nice bloom. See you next time.